All right, so today we're gonna dive into something pretty wild.
Okay.
This Harry Potter theory.
Yeah.
I think a lot of Harry Potter fans like to think that they know, uh, all the ins and outs of the
Of
universe,
course.
and they've read all the books, and they're ready to go.
Right.
But this theory kind of turns everything on its head a little bit.
It does.
And it all revolves around Horcruxes.
Right.
So just a real quick level set. What is a Horcrux, for anyone who may not know?
Sure. So a Horcrux is this dark object that a wizard can use to hide a piece of their soul in.
Right.
And in doing so, they're able to achieve a really kind of messed up form of immortality.
Right.
Where even if their body is killed,
Right.
their soul can live on in these objects until all of the Horcruxes are destroyed.
Right.
So it's a pretty dark concept that Voldemort really goes all in on
Yeah, he does.
in the series.
Yeah, so we know that Harry becomes a Horcrux by accident.
Right.
That night that Voldemort goes to Godric's Hollow,
Right.
tries to kill him.
Yeah.
The curse rebounds,
Uh-huh.
and a piece of Voldemort's soul latches onto Harry.
Yeah.
We know that.
That's canon.
That's canon.
Yeah.
But this theory posits that it was no accident,
Oh, really?
that Voldemort actually planned for that to happen,
Oh, wow.
that he was looking for the perfect Horcrux,
Okay.
and that Harry was it.
Interesting.
So what do you think about that?
I mean, such like compelling theory.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that makes it so interesting is that it really does change the way that we look at Harry's whole story.
Right.
He's not just this, innocent victim.
Right.
He's actually a crucial part of Voldemort's plan
Right.
from the very beginning.
Yeah, I mean, it adds this whole layer of tragedy to this
Mhm.
character that we already, felt so much for,
Absolutely.
but he's also this, pawn in this grand scheme
Yeah.
that he's completely unaware of.
Right.
So what is the evidence, though?
Okay, well, let's look at some of the evidence. So first of all, let's think about Harry's scar.
Okay.
I mean, it's not just a mark, right? It's
Right.
this physical manifestation of his connection to Voldemort.
Right.
And it allows him to feel Voldemort's emotions.
Yeah.
His thoughts sometimes even see through his eyes.
Right. And some people who believe this theory think that the scar itself
Right.
is actually the anchor point for that piece of Voldemort's soul.
Exactly.
Like, it's not just a scar, it's
It's
actually
like physical.
the Horcrux itself.
Yeah, manifestation of the Horcrux.
That's wild.
I mean, that's a pretty intense idea, right?
Yeah, that's heavy stuff.
And then there's, the fact that Harry survives the killing curse in Deathly Hallows.
Right.
All the other Horcruxes have been destroyed at this point,
Right.
and yet Voldemort is still able to live.
Right.
Because that piece of his soul is still tethered to Harry.
Right.
And it's not until Harry makes the choice to sacrifice himself
Right.
that Voldemort is truly vulnerable.
Yeah, so that moment is so interesting
Yeah.
because we see Harry walking into the forest.
Right.
He knows that he's going to die,
Right.
but he still chooses to do it.
Right.
He doesn't fight back against Voldemort.
Yeah.
And so is that Harry, taking control of his destiny, or is that
Right.
Voldemort, kind of still manipulating him even in that moment?
I mean, that's the question, isn't it? And
Yeah.
I think that's what makes this theory so thought-provoking.
Right.
It really makes us question the nature of free will
Right.
and destiny in the series.
And I think there's also, another piece of evidence that people point to,
Okay.
which is the prophecy.
Right.
Neither can live while the other survives.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, when you look at that through the lens of this theory,
Yeah.
it takes on a whole new meaning.
It does. It does. Because it's not just about, them fighting each other
Right.
to the death.
Right.
It's about this deep soul connection
Right.
that they have, where they're actually both kind of keeping each other alive
Right.
in this twisted way.
Yeah, like two sides of the same coin.
Exactly.
They're linked together
Yeah.
in this really messed up way.
Yeah.
But okay, so I do want to play devil's advocate here.
Okay, sure.
If Harry was this ultimate planned Horcrux,
Right.
why bother with all the others?
Right.
Why the diary? Why the ring? Why the locket?
Right.
Why all this other stuff?
Yeah, why go through all that trouble?
Right.
Harry was the ultimate goal.
Right, exactly.
Well, I think there are a couple of possible explanations.
Okay.
One is that maybe Voldemort wasn't fully aware of the true nature of his connection with Harry.
Okay.
You know, maybe he knew that there was something special about Harry,
Right.
but he didn't quite understand the extent of it.
Okay.
And so he created the other Horcruxes as a kind of backup plan, just in case.
Right.
Another possibility is that, you know, he saw the other Horcruxes as a way to kind of build up his power, you know, to make himself stronger.
Okay.
So that when he did finally, you know, make Harry into a Horcrux,
Right.
he would be even more powerful.
So it's like a stepping stone situation?
Yeah, a stepping stone, yeah.
Okay, so he's almost like, using the other Horcruxes to train for the big game.
Right,
Again, which is Harry.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
And it's possible that, you know, maybe there was an element of arrogance there, too.
Yeah.
You know, Voldemort was so confident in his own abilities that he
Right.
didn't think he needed to fully understand the magic
Right.
that he was working with.
Yeah, he's like, I'm Voldemort. I can do whatever I want.
Exactly.
I'm so smart.
I'm brilliant. I'm above the rules.
I need to follow the instructions.
Right,
I
exactly.
can just wing it.
And that ultimately leads to his downfall.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, this theory is wild.
It is.
It's really thought-provoking.
Yeah.
And, I think it's a really interesting way to look at the series. So I want to kind of bring this back around to you, the listener.
Sure.
Think about this theory.
Yeah.
Think about Harry's choices.
Right.
Think about his sacrifices.
Right.
Think about, the prophecy.
Yeah.
And ask yourself, does this theory change the way that you see the story?
Yeah.
Does it make you question, the nature of good and evil?
Right.
Does it make you wonder about, the power of love
Yeah.
and the power of choice?
Right.
Because I think it does for me.
It definitely does for me, too.
And I think that's why this theory is so fascinating.
Yeah, it's a real head scratcher.
It's a real head scratcher.
It sticks with you.
It sticks with you.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us for this deep dive
Of course.
into the Harry Potter universe.
Always a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
See you later. Bye.